Hello, everyone. My name is Wynne-Jones, and I'm going to be talking to you today about X-Men. So, what is X-Men? X-Men are the different ones, the ones that never have really fit in, the ones that have always known there's something different possible and available, and have always been looking for what is really truly possible. So, for me, when I first found out that I was an X-Men, actually, sorry, let me go back a little bit. So we talk about X-Men when we're talking about the Marvel comics. So you would know, Wolverine and all these sorts of characters. They're all of these misfits of society, and they have these different abilities. Okay, and so what we affectionately refer to people that have been labeled with disabilities such as ADD, ADHD, OCD, and autism as X-Men because they're different and they have different abilities that are available to them. Now, for most people that are different, they think that there's something wrong with them because they don't fit. They're not normal, they're different. So they tend to stick out. And this highlights the fact that they're different. And so, for a lot of people who are X-Men, a lot of people that are different, a lot of people that have been labeled with some kind of disability, they actually have this place where they feel like they're wrong for being who they are. Okay. And what I do with the work that I do with X-Men is about changing people's points of view so they no longer see what is wrong about them. They start to look at what's strong about them. So they start to change their point of view from being, wrong, from being disabled, from having, limitations, and they start to see, okay, if it wasn't this, what else could it be? So, for example, some people that have been labeled with ADD, for example, have been told that, they cannot focus on anything. ADD actually gives you an ability to focus on multiple things simultaneously, which is why people with ADD switch between multiple things really fast, which appears to other people like they can't concentrate and they can't focus. They're actually dealing with a lot more information and a lot more awareness than most people have access to. And it's actually an extreme ability. It's not a disability. One of the things that uh, I would really like to see is for people to start to actually look at this stuff from a really different place. What if you could ask questions rather than come to conclusion about what's going on? So what if you started to ask the people that you know that have this going on in their life, what do you know? What are you aware of? What's going on for you? Because for a lot of us, we've never actually been asked a question. We've been told, you're wrong for having this. There's a problem with you because you're like this and you don't fit. So you need to fit like everyone else. You need to be like everyone else. What if that wasn't true? What if everything was the opposite of what it appears to be? Now, some of the greatest creators have would if you looked back, for example, at Albert Einstein, he would have been labeled with autism, ADD, probably ADHD, you know all of this stuff. Okay, and he was a brilliant mind that was able to think outside the box. He was able to create so many different things that are still relevant today, and you know in that time when he was alive, we didn't even have the labels that we do today of the disabilities that we've been talking about. So there are a lot of people today, for example, in Silicon Valley, a lot of the tech wizards and geniuses that would also be X-Men, and they're using their X-Men capacities without even knowing that that's different. Okay, so what I'd like to ask all of you is, what's different about you? And you might not think it's different because for you, it's going to be normal. Okay. So, one of the things for me, for example, is I can walk into a room full of people and I'm aware of all of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are going on in people's heads. I can sense it. So, if you walk into a room and someone's had a fight, there's an energy that is there that's present that stands out. And for X-Men, they have an energetic reality. The loudest language for an X-Men is energy. And so you can perceive energetically what's going on and you're aware of it, even if no one's said anything about it. They might not have said, this is what happened, but you know what's going on. You might also be one of those people that has 10,000 tabs open on your computer at all times, and you're constantly switching between them and doing different things, and you have a lot going on all the time. That's an example of being an X-Men. Another example is you might have somebody call you, and before they call you, you start thinking about them, or vice versa. So that's also an example of an X-Men capacity. So in my work as a X-Men facilitator, so I'm an access consciousness facilitator, and then I also facilitate these classes and calls on the Access X-Men specialty. I've worked with a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people really start to change and embrace their difference and their abilities. And it is a great gift for me. And it's really what I would desire and I would like to have more of in the world. So if you're one of those different people and you're looking for something different, and this sounds like it might be something that you're interested in, you can find me at Wynne-Jones.com. And I hope something from this conversation spoke to you and you got something from it. It's my pleasure to be here with you all, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.